Never mind long lines and lost luggage. Now airline passengers may have to have a reason to worry about who's actually flying the plane. We've been telling you about the disturbing new details of that commuter plane that crashed and killed 50 people upstate in New York. The public hearings on that incident continuing today in Washington as investigators reveal the co-pilot was making but $16,000 a year and was commuting cross-country just to get to work. So after the country's deadliest airline crash in some 7 years, urgent questions tonight about our safety in the skies and who has control in the cockpit. Lauren Sivan is with us now. First off, we're learning more from this hearing. What happened today?
Well, the largest thing we learned today, the most important thing rather, was what a large discrepancy there is between the salaries of these commuter flight crews and those of the major airlines. Let's take a look at the pay scale here. Captains at Colgan Air typically earn around $50,000 a year. Now compare that to $155,000 a year that captains make flying major carriers. That's more than 3 times as much. And on average, a first officer with 5 years experience makes around $32,000 at a regional airline. But first officer with the same experience makes over $80,000 at a major airline. And Shep, as you mentioned, in this case, first officer Rebecca Shaw was only making $16,200 a year. That's $12.50 an hour. That's not much at all.
No, it isn't in today's world. Do the facts suggest here that flying in one of these commuter airlines is less safe than a major airline, or not?
Well, the facts certainly suggest that the crews on these commuter airlines have much less experience, and because they get paid a lot less, a lot of them have to commute much further to get to work every day. That adds to fatigue. And keep in mind, a commuter flight crew may work the same 8-hour shift as a major carrier, but they're taking off and landing 6 or 7 times in that shift. Yeah. And taking off and landing, that's the most difficult part. And we now know that the people with the least amount of experience are doing it.
Is there a way before you fly on a particular leg to find out the experience of your crew?
There is not. Right now, there is not. Passengers have no way of knowing when they board that plane how much experience their flight crew has, where they were coming from, if they were tired. And in this case, even the company didn't know that their own captain had failed a few of his exams. Now, today at the hearing, an NTSB board member asked the chairman for the Airline Pilots Association, do we have one level of safety across the board? And he responded simply, no. So that may change as a result of these hearings. We'll have to wait and see.
Lauren Sivan, thank you.